Hi folks, Glenn Twiddle here in a series of frequently asked questions, and this one should be real short because I got an email from a student, relatively new to the industry. So again, it's a valid question when you're quite inexperienced. And the question was, should I use a professional photographer? And again, this should be the shortest video in history with a resounding yes. But I wanted to go into that in a little more detail. So the answer is absolutely. Find a great one, and again, if you're in Brisbane or South East Queensland, give me a yell, I'll let you know who we use, and touch base with me. You should be able to find my email address. But that being said, you should find a good one who really makes these properties look phenomenal, and use them. So the answer, yes. But that also brings up another thing. What you should do is outsource everything that you're not the expert at. Anything that can be outsourced should be outsourced. So, everything from your admin, photocopying of your listing appointments and contracts, preparation of all that stuff, submitting of advertising materials, all that stuff should be done by someone who you're paying an hourly rate to. Because if you analyse your time, find out what your hourly rate is, and if it can be done cheaper than by you, and it doesn't have to be done by you, then it needs to be outsourced. Everything. Wherever you can buy speed and buy some time back, you should do it. There's, for example, again, touch base with me regarding some automated services, for sending out birthday cards and greeting cards. I don't know if you know this, but you can send them out with a live stamp in your handwriting, completely automated. Greeting cards where you don't even do it. It's automatic. But it's still in your handwriting, looks like a handwritten greeting card. So touch base with me for that service. It's brilliant. Anything that can be outsourced should be, certainly to answer the question, should I use professional photography? Yes. Another one that did come to me, this is some years ago, should I use a professional copywriter? Well, if you can find one that knows what we know, emotional direct response copywriting, possibly. What I would suggest though is I'd rather you get the skills yourself, because if you get out there what they call copywriters, I've seen their work on a few listings and some of it's not bad, but a lot of it, they're trying to justify their fees of a couple of $100, whatever they are, by writing what looks like and feels like an Elizabethan novel. And it doesn't do what it's meant to do, which is get the client's interest and get them to inquire. It's, of course, their job in a copywriting sense, what they think they need to do, some of these more, let's say, professional copywriters, is they're trying to write like a journalist or write like a novelist, and tell a flowery story and all that stuff. Well, many buyers, I've found in the research we've done, just switch off to that. So we want the sort of copy that buyers want to read, which is instilling urgency into the story as to why the sellers are urgently serious sellers. Now, it's not implying that we're giving away a bargain here, but headlines like "Owner demands sale by the 30th of April," which is this month, say. Owners demand sale by the end of financial year. Owners demand a contract not before, not after, but at auction. Owners demand contract on auction day, not before, not after. Again, it implies that there's something going on, that this property needs to be sold. So that's the sort of copy that you want. Something that says the sellers are serious, come and have a look at this property, it's a ripper, it's got everything you want, and if you can push some emotional hot buttons like greed, love, I'm just trying to think of the five, the biggest ones. So greed, love, fear, pride, guilt. Now some of you guys may say, Glenn, we don't want to push the guilt button. Unfortunately, fear and guilt and those sorts of, let's say, emotions are very motivating, So if we can push those buttons to achieve our outcome for our client, it's our job to do so. So, should we use professional photography? Yes. Should we use a professional copywriter? I'd rather you learnt the skills yourself. And if you want to contact me, I can hook you up with a really good copywriting course that isn't going to cost you the world. It's the same one that I've done, and arguably I'm a pretty fair copywriter myself. So, touch base with me on some of those issues. I hope that's answered a very simple question for you today. Use professional photography. Touch base with me if you want to find a good one in South East Queensland. And until next time, bye for now.